Your federal pension is one of the most valuable benefits you will ever earn. It provides lifetime income, receives inflation adjustments, and for most federal employees, becomes the foundation of retirement. Yet many employees approach retirement without truly understanding how that pension number is built. They may have a rough estimate, they may have used a calculator once or twice, but they often do not understand what actually drives the number. That lack of understanding leads to unrealistic expectations, poor retirement timing decisions, missed income opportunities, and unnecessary financial stress. The good news is this: federal pension calculation is not complicated, but it is precise. And once you understand the moving parts, you gain real control over your retirement planning. So let's walk through this step by step. At its core, your federal pension is built from only 3 ingredients: your high 3 salary, your years of creditable service, and your pension multiplier. Everything else is just math applied to those 3 inputs. If you understand these 3 pieces, you understand how your pension is calculated. Let's start with high 3. High 3 salary is the average of your highest paid 36 consecutive months of basic pay. 2 details matter here. First, it is a 3-year average. Second, those 3 years must be consecutive, not your 3 best calendar years, not 3 random high years, 1 continuous 36-month window. Now, it's important to clarify what counts as basic pay, because this is where many employees get tripped up. Basic pay generally includes your base salary and locality pay. It does not include overtime, bonuses, awards, travel pay, or per diem. Only your actual base compensation counts. A simple way to think about high 3 is this. High 3 is the salary foundation of your pension. Every other part of the calculation builds on this number. Here's a simple example. Imagine your pay looks like this. Year 1, $95,000. Year 2, $98,000. Year 3, $102,000. Add them together. $95,000 plus $98,000 plus $102,000 equals $295,000. Divide by 3. $295,000 divided by 3 equals $98,333. That $98,333 becomes your high 3 salary, and it feeds directly into your pension formula. A common assumption is, my final year automatically becomes my high 3. Sometimes that's true, but not always. If raises occur late in your career, your highest 36-month window may span multiple calendar years. That's why high 3 should always be verified, not guessed. And here's why this number matters so much. Small changes in high 3 create permanent changes in pension income. For example, a high 3 of $95,000 versus $100,000 is a $5,000 difference. With 30 years of service at a 1% multiplier, $5,000 times 30 times 1% equals $1,500 more per year. Over a 25-year retirement, that becomes $37,500 in additional lifetime income. High 3 accuracy isn't cosmetic, it's structural. Now let's move to the second ingredient: years of creditable service. Creditable service includes all time that legally counts toward your pension. This usually includes your federal civilian service. It can also include military service if that service has been bought back. What usually does not count is unbought military service and most contractor time. Service is calculated in years and months. Partial years are converted into decimals, so 29 years and 6 months becomes 29.5 years. That half year matters. Here's the key concept. Your years of service determine how many times your multiplier is applied. More years equals a larger pension. Each additional year of service generally adds 1% of your high 3 to your annual pension. So if your high 3 is $100,000, each additional year adds about $1,000 per year for life. That means delaying retirement by even 1 year can permanently raise your income. Not temporarily, permanently. This is why retirement timing is such a powerful planning lever. Now let's look at the third ingredient, the pension multiplier. Most FERS employees fall into one of two multipliers, 1.0% or 1.1%. Think of the multiplier as the generosity factor of the formula. The standard multiplier is 1.0%. This applies if you retire before age 62 or if you are age 62 with fewer than 20 years of service. The enhanced multiplier of 1.1% applies only if you are age 62 or older and have at least 20 years of service. That extra 0.1% may sound small. It isn't. Moving from 1.0% to 1.1% increases your pension by 10%. Here's what that looks like. With a high 3 of $100,000 and 25 years of service. At 1.0%, $100,000 times 25 times 1.0% equals $25,000 per year. At 1.1%, $100,000 times 25 times 1.1% equals $27,500 per year. That's $2,500 more per year for life. This is why some employees deliberately time retirement around age 62. Now let's tie everything together with a full example. Assume high 3 equals $98,000. Service equals 30 years. Multiplier equals 1.0%. $98,000 times 30 times 1% equals $29,400 per year. That's the entire system. Nothing more complex than that. Most pension surprises come from a handful of avoidable mistakes. Using an estimated high 3 instead of a verified one. Forgetting military buyback service. Ignoring partial years. Using the wrong multiplier. Failing to test multiple retirement dates. Each of these can materially change your outcome. So before retiring, every federal employee should be able to answer 5 questions. What is my projected high 3? How many creditable years will I have? Which multiplier applies to me? What is my estimated annual pension? What is my estimated monthly pension? If any of those answers are unclear, planning is incomplete. Federal pension calculation is straightforward. High 3 times service years times multiplier. Small changes create permanent income differences. And in retirement planning, precision beats assumptions every time.